Hey guys, Jake here at Pear Tree Ranch, and today with me I've got Spike. We're going to start talking about the art of the circle, and this is going to be a multi-part series. Maybe you're watching this as a course, and the idea of this is that I'm going to first give you the overview. Welcome to the overview video, and we're going to build this in pieces so that you can have this in manageable pieces to then go out and work on and come back. Okay. The idea for me and why I call it the art of the circle is that you can do the task of circle your horse. Okay. You can make a pattern out of a circle. You can just get your horse running around. You can achieve this lots of different ways, okay? And when we get beyond that, the horsemanship can start to become an art form, okay? And that's when our style starts to come into play. And so for me, this is going to be you getting to see a lot of my style that I've developed by watching what lots of different people have done, really asking myself the question, why are we doing this? Why would I want to do this? And what benefits does it give my horse as well as me? And how can I not just have one way to get a horse to own a circle, but to really make this something beautiful, which again is what art is to me. Okay, and so that's why we can do a lot more than just doing a circle. We can have a circle become art. Okay, and so this is the art of the circle. How do we get this really a beautiful dance? I have a pile of different tools here that we're going to look at in one of the videos. Different lengths and style sticks. We're going to break down just from the bare beginnings of going and woeing to getting the tipping the nose and the neck to it's going to kind of turn into a bit of a serpentine, and eventually it'll be a circle. If that doesn't sound familiar, you've not watched any of my videos on riding. Okay, so go watch them if you haven't. This is the natural sequencing that I've realized happens for a horse on the ground as well as in the saddle. And this comes back to breaking everything down: nose, neck, shoulder, ribs, hip, stand still, forwards, backwards, right, left, up, down, stand still. 8 directions, okay? 5 body parts: walk, trot, canter, gallop. And if your horse does the other things, I'm sorry. Just kidding, just kidding. But seriously, it gets a lot different as we do gaited horses, okay? So now, overview. The beginning is going and woeing. Okay, we're going to go through 4 parts as we build this circle. The catch, so I need to catch his attention. There, he's getting ready to turn and face me. Now he's following me. Okay. Now he's thinking about a circle. I have the attention. There's the turn and face. There, the outside shoulder is the follow. Now we're doing something friendly. Okay. Let's look at that again. 4 pieces: catch, turn and face, follow, do something friendly. Okay, so say my horse is going somewhere not to me. I need to be able to get his attention. Okay, is he ready to turn and face? Okay, there's ways we can, there's the turn and face. The outside shoulder is the follow. So if we lose him, catch his attention, there's the turn and face. There's the follow, there's the follow, the outside shoulder is the follow, there's something friendly. Okay? Catch, turn and face, follow, do something friendly. And so you could see we had to go in and out of this little dance to get him to realize, what did I mean? What did I want? Because he's ready to go do the circle. Okay? He's ready to go to work. This horse has done this plenty, and so he's kind of more ready to get to work, do his job, go on the circle, then he's really, really, really paying attention, okay? And that's just in the process. You'll have that happen where the horse is ready to do the job. Again, this is why we're taking the time to build this, so we also keep the connection. Don't just get connected to the job more than the human, okay? One more time, we're gonna look at this. So if I get my horse going somewhere, notice I didn't point where to go with this hand, I'm just holding the rope. I just kind of shout him with the stick so he gets going. Okay, there I have his attention. You can see his eye there and his ears, nose, neck. There he turned and face. The outside shoulder to me is the follow. There, now we're doing something friendly. Okay? Now, the fourth part, where I said do something friendly, there's actually two pieces, 4A and 4B. Okay? Once you can have them where you catch their attention, there I have his attention. You can see his nose and neck is thinking about coming towards me. Okay, so I have the nose, neck, and the ear. There he turns and face. There's the follow. If he's ready for doing something friendly, now maybe I can redirect him. Okay, now that time we changed direction, but redirect does not mean change direction. It just means redirect from the follow to something else. So he turned and faced, now he's following. I could redirect him onto a tighter left circle. Okay, if he's ready to catch, turn, face, and there follow, maybe I redirect him onto a bigger circle. Okay, redirect just means changing what they're doing from the follow to something new. Redirect. Okay, so we got to be aware. You have 5 body parts: nose, neck, shoulder, ribs, hip. 8 directions: stand still, forwards, backwards, right, left, up, down, stand still. Okay, walk, trot, canter, gallop, and back up. Okay. In this process of building the circle, you need to be able to catch their attention, have the horse turn and face so they're ready to follow you. Okay, this is what's building the connection to the human. Then you do something friendly, and if that's working, then you might start choosing to redirect them. The redirect is your steering. So if you want to be able to steer your horse on a circle, you need to get through catch, turn, face, follow, where the horse stays ready to do all those things so that you can stay with the redirect. Okay, and you're just maybe redirecting in millimeters. So notice he's not pulling on the rope. He's not trying to run away. I'm just redirecting him from that spot to 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 that. I'm redirecting him around me. I'm steering him on a circle. Okay? So this is where we're headed. Now, how do we build that? I like to start 12-foot line, halter and lead, and a stick. You can have a stick and a string, you can have a stick with the flag, you can have just a stick, short stick, a long stick, lots of options for how you want to start. Okay? What we're going to look at is you got to get him to go and whoa. Okay? That means here he's whoaed. If I'm going to get him to move, I could just walk backwards, get him to lead forward. There's going and whoaing. Okay? If I can do that, could I lead him forward and lead him around me from there to there? That's not even a quarter of a lap. That was an eighth of a lap. Okay? I'm going to get him leading forward. I'm going to lead him over, nose, neck, shoulder, ribs and hip, turned and faced. Okay? Drift and teeter is what we're going to call this move. drift and teeter. Okay, many people know I got my start as a Pirelli instructor. In Pirelli land, they call this the send and the bring back. Okay, I watched Pat give a demo one time, and he said that Tom Dorrance used to call it drift and teeter. Okay, drift and teeter. You could probably find that footage, Road to the Horse 2011. Okay, drift and teeter. So I'm going to drift him off of me onto the circle and then teeter the hip away. Notice I lifted my hand and blocked. This blocked the outside of his nose from going away, and his hip swung out. Okay, let's watch it again. I'm going to start pushing him out there with the rope. I'm going to block him from going any further, which causes his hip to bump away. Okay, now if you're having a hard time with that little bit of a move, we're going to get to that. Remember, this is the overview video. Okay, once I have drift and teeter with the rope, do I have drift and teeter with the stick? Okay, drift, teeter. Okay, notice we went a quarter of a lap from there to there. Okay, once that works, we're going to start looking at landing zones. Okay, we're going to talk about 4 landing zones. The belly button, the left shoulder, the booty, the right shoulder, and now we're back to the belly button. Okay, 4 landing zones. Now there's an infinite number of spots all the way around us, but those are going to be the 4 main ones. Okay, so now I've set him up at my belly button. Can I drift him off my belly button and get him to land at my shoulder? Ta-da! Okay, now that's kind of that send and bring back, that drift and teeter. If I always only drift him from my belly button, I'm going to have to keep moving and turning, trying to get him back on the circle if I want to offer him a correction to keep going on his own. So what I need to be able to do is, could I drift him from my shoulder to the next landing platform? Okay. From there, whoop, to there. Okay. Let's look at it again. Drift. I could use the rope. Teeter. Okay. You can do the old bend over move. You can use your stick in the vertical plane. We're going to get to all those details in the step-by-step videos. Remember, overview. Once you get that, could you send him from behind you to your right shoulder? Could you send him from your right shoulder, have him turn and face in the front? Okay, so now we have these 4 spots. You need to be able to do that both directions. If that starts working, then we can start going from quarter to halves. So could I ask him to go, skip my right shoulder, and land behind me? Okay. Could I ask him to go from behind me, land in front of me? He skipped my left shoulder. Notice how he almost made it to my right shoulder? This starts building up to where the horse is ready to orbit. Okay, so we need to recognize that we, the human, need to be able to swing this rope around us without having the horse attached to it and be able to control it. First while we turn, but also standing still. Could you swing that, have that rope stand straight out, pass it behind your back and keep the momentum going? Okay, like working a hula hoop. Creates this swirling effect. If you can do that, you need to be able to recognize that you need to be able to pass your stick all the way around you, where it orbits. Okay, you're the center of the universe. Everything orbits then around you. This starts to build into where I don't have to turn with my horse, but they can start going. Okay, so if we can start my horse and have them land at each 4 landing platforms? Can we drive them from each position? So now, drive or lead. From the belly button, from the shoulder, from the booty, from the left shoulder, and back to the front. Okay? So I'm turning with him, but operating him and having him maintain a position. Eventually, then I can start passing him from position to position. Where now the horse is orbiting what I'm doing. Okay? And notice, even when you drop the rope, if the horse is really on the circle, you didn't even need the rope. Okay, you didn't even need the rope. Once we can orbit, we want to start making a game out of not needing the rope. So we're going to start looking at corrections. How can I offer my horse a correction from pulling out? Okay, and I already hinted at this right from the beginning, that I need to drift him with the inside out, and then the outside of that halter brought him in. Okay, I pushed his nose from the inside, that halter engaged on the right side of his cheek and pushed him out onto the circle. Now the left side of the halter catches his nose and steers him back in. Okay, now if you're gonna not need the rope, you got to get something else to cause the steering. Okay, this leaves us with the stick and or our body position. So we're going to look at, this is about the redirect. Can I switch from a horizontal plane to a vertical plane to get the hip to turn away, which caused the nose to come in? Okay. Now, another thing that we could have work. If he starts pulling away, I could take the stick and steer him more to the right. Right? If he's pulling, if we're trying to go to the right and he's pulling away to the left, he needs to turn more right. Notice I just did a big turn to the right. So instead of making the little turn to the right, let's look at that again. So we're going to the right. If he just made the little turn, like right there, see how he made a little turn? That's what keeps him on the circle. Every step on a circle is a turn. Say he pulls all the way out there and he takes my rope off the ground because he didn't make the little turn. His consequence could be that he has to make the big turn now and go all the way to the other direction. Okay, the big turn is more work than the little turn. The horse will start to choose the little turn versus having the big correction. Okay, so we'll look at how do we do that. Once we start building that up, the horse will start to maintain the rope on the ground. They will maintain keeping you quiet with the stick. They will maintain their bend. You can work your orbit from lots of different positions. And then you can start making a game out of go, don't make me help you. No, you 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 go, don't make me help you. Thank you, you made it all the way around. Okay? Now, all of a sudden, the horse did the circle on his own. The rope didn't control him. It was on the ground the whole time. The stick didn't control him. I had it leaned against my belly. And the horse was going around there. Okay? This is how we're going to build this up. So, this is the overview. We're going to dive into each of these with a little more detail. Look at the different sticks that we can use. We can start getting onto longer ropes. We can use 2 sticks to sensitize the horse for more flexion and to understand the outside versus just steering from the inside, we got a lot of ways that we're going to work on making this a game, making this fun, and having it become an art versus just a job of I do the circle. Okay? And we're going to keep from teaching our horses to just lead, yeah, and bang into the rope, and teaching them to run away. We're staying away from that. Okay? And when we can build beautiful circles like this with lots of bend from nose to tail, you get a lot of quality in your horse's shape, in their physical development, in their relaxation. It makes for a beautiful picture for us and for them. So, welcome to the Art of the Circle.